Okay, I'm here with Lynsey Beattie, IFBB Pro, and also one of the creators of LA Tan. Welcome, Lynsey.
Hi.
Good to have you here at the Muscle Talk show today. There are so many tans out there on the market. What made you decide to do your own tan?
Well, basically, when I started competing, and I used many tans over the years, and my skin is quite funny type skin. It doesn't seem to react very well with any tans. So every show I've done, I've always had a dodgy tan, shall we say. So I went away, and I've gone away and got together with my business partner who does a lot of tanning and stuff like that, and come up with a tan which after 5 send backs to the manufacturer is pretty good on my skin. So, and it seems to be going really well on everyone else's. So that's basically how I got into it, because the tan just doesn't look good on me. And every time I go to do a show, somebody says, "Oh, your tan's awful." And I go, "I know, it's just terrible." So, this is where it stemmed from. And obviously, I think there was, there was a market there for a new tan and a quick drying tan as well. So that's basically what I decided to do. It's taken 2 years to do it, but, it's been good. It's been stressful, but been pretty good.
Really amazing. What reaction have you had from the competitors who've used the tan? What sort of feedback have they given you?
Well, at the moment, what we've noticed is that everyone who's used the tan have been impressed at how quick it dries. Literally, with under a minute, it's dried. You can put your clothes right back on again, and there's no transfer onto the clothes, which is a big plus sign. And also, it washes off as well. So after you've finished competing, you get in the shower, wash it off, and you're left with just a natural, nice glow, basically. And it's dark, so they don't need to do days of applying. It's like literally one coat if you've got quite a darker skin, or maximum of 2 coats. A lot of people have put more than 2 coats on, and they've been far too dark. So 1 to 2 tans, and they can do it on the morning of the show, the day of the show, which is brilliant for mainly male bodybuilders, because obviously they don't want to mess around with tans. So if they can get it on, get on stage and get off, that's ideal for them. So that's our big feedback is it's quick to apply and washes off.
Well, that's all they really want, really. Yeah. Brilliant. Now, you had 3 children, but you had twins, and then a year later you did your guest spot. Yeah. What advice would you give to fellow yummy mummies who are trying to lose a baby weight, maybe struggling? What inspired you to get on that stage?
Well, I didn't actually think I would get back on stage after having the twins, because I did go through quite a rough ordeal. But after having them and then getting back into eating properly, which is your main, key to getting back on track, I noticed my abs started coming back again, which I didn't think would ever happen, but they did. So 4 months after having the kids, my abs came back, and I thought, right, well, I'll go and train, and I will get to it and see how I go. I was then asked to do a guest spot, and I trained up for that. I wasn't as muscular as what I wanted to be, but I'd lost an awful lot of muscle through pregnancy anyway. So I had to then retrain, get back into it, do the guest spot. It did take a while. I wasn't 100%, by then, but again, it's just an ongoing process. You just got to go with it. Slow, don't rush it. And again, a lot of people want to get their bodies back straight away, and some it will work for, but some it won't. You've just got to go with how your body does react, and some people it's a little bit longer. So just bear with it.
And you're competing in September. Can you tell us all about the show?
Yeah, the show is in Finland. It's the Nordic Pro, so it's not as far to go. Literally, my show's normally in America or Canada, so this one is Finland. So think of 2 hours away or something like that. So great for me. I'm going to get myself there, compete, and then come straight home again. So it's not too far, but looking forward to it. I competed last year. But this time round, I'm doing a longer diet. I want to come in a little bit harder than I did last year. So we'll see how I go. It was all exciting, I think as the kids are getting older as well, I thought it might get easier dieting, but it doesn't, because you're still running around doing loads of other things. So I don't know. I always think to myself, why am I doing this? But I enjoy it, and that's why I do it. So I will look forward to getting back on stage again and seeing how I do.
Brilliant. And what are you looking forward to seeing at the Muscle Talk show today?
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing the amount of ladies that they've got today, because there's loads of them. I believe they've got more ladies than men. So I always love watching the body fitness. That's my favourite. So, you know, you've got quite a lot of people here. And also the bikini, because the bikini's sort of become so popular. And I've got a few girls in it, so I'm looking forward to seeing how they do. Yeah, so I'm just, and I like to see the standards, because every show you go to, the standards is always getting better and better and better. So I'd like to see what bodies are going to turn up on stage today. I'm sure it's going to be a great show. I look forward to it.
Brilliant. And you mentioned the bikini competitors and body fitness. Who have you seen in the past year coming up and coming that you've thought, wow, they're really good?
Well, in the body fitness, I've seen a few people. One who has caught my eye, and I don't know her personally, but I have seen her pictures of her, and she looks really good. That's Sue Farrell. I've seen from her pictures. So I'd like to see her on stage today. I want to see what she actually looks like in the flesh. So that's one I'm going to look for today. And in the bikini, again, there's a few girls. Some of my girls are in there, so I'm looking forward to seeing them. Another girl who's come through and is looking really good is Emma B. She's up there as well, and she looks fantastic as a bikini girl. So I'd like to see how she does today in a big lineup as well, because a lot of these girls have maybe never done a big lineup, and I believe it's quite a big one. So it's nice to see where they do actually place within a big lineup and see how nerves get them as well, because obviously nerves is a big thing on stage, and I'm one of these people who likes to be a perfectionist. I like to see the presentation and how they do the walking, and you know, and it's nice to see if somebody can nail that, then that's all good. Same for the body fitness. I like the quarter turns to be nice and precise and stuff. So, you know, it's just my perfection side coming out. But, you know, I like to see how they go today. It'd be nice and interesting to see where they sit.
Brilliant. And you have done several film roles over the past few years. Tell us about the most exciting one you've done, and then any up-and-coming roles you have.
Well, I've got my most exciting one was done. We played a female bodyguard, and it was quite a gangster film, which is it wasn't a feel-good film, put it that way. It was quite shocking, true life story, which was great. Where I had to then, you know, do a lot of fighting and stuff like that, which is pretty good. And that was like one of my great roles that I did. My next role is in the next couple of weeks, really. I'm just waiting for my dates. I've had my scripts through, so I've just got to learn that. And I play, again, in another gangster film. I seem to be getting the roles of gangster wife or whatever. But this time I'm playing a gangster's girlfriend, in middle of the role gangster, and his girlfriend, she's trying to work her way up to the big main fella. So but yeah, it's quite a gripping film, this one as well. So, you know, my role is quite it's quite a good part to play, so I look forward to doing that, and I've got a few coming up in the pipeline, but my next one will be more like fighting scenes, so getting the muscles out again. But it's quite nice to do that. I enjoy doing all that. My son as well, he's got a film part in that, because he does a lot of free running, so he has got a part in that, and he's doing free runs, backflips and stuff like that, which is going to be really good. So, but that's it, yeah. And I've done a few other little parts, but nothing major. Just waiting for some new ones coming up, so we'll see how it all goes. It's all fun. It's all different from the bodybuilding anyway. So it's great.
Oh, that's brilliant, Lynsey. Well, thanks very much, and good luck for your film roles, and we'll all follow you to Finland in September.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.